Hello and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping you cultivate a daily writing practice. So today I just wanted to revisit the idea of writing as an offering, and that you just have to make what you can make when you sit to write. That's the only thing you can do. And then to give it, to offer it, not to give it to somebody, but just to offer it. Writing is an offering. It's an offering of what we have at hand or in mind or in our hearts on any given day. And that might seem to us to be meager, but if you give what you can, if you give all you have, then that is actually exceedingly generous. If you gave your full attention, then that is generous. Look, each day we come to the page and we are different. Our lives are different from one day to the next. Emotionally, sometimes we feel happy when we are at the page, sometimes inspired, sometimes we're angry, sometimes sad, sometimes we feel frustrated. From the time we put the pencil to the page, we're frustrated. Sometimes we're tired, and other times we have boundless energy. So then there are the circumstances of our lives, everything from maybe the kids are sick or we have financial worries, bills due. Sometimes we've just received bad news, say, from a friend about a friend or a relative. We arrive with all of this baggage and more each time we sit to write. Every day this changes. Every day we change. So what I'm saying is, it's enough to write each day whatever it is that you can. This is just what you can do, and it's what you could offer. So to think of your daily writing as that offering, then it releases some of the pressure, because you just couldn't do today what you did yesterday, and you won't be able to do tomorrow what you've done today. So what sanctifies the writing, our writing, or anything for that matter, is the quality of the attention we bring to the activity. So in this case, if we paid full attention with our full heart to writing just one sentence, that's enough. We have committed a fullness to it. We have offered our full self to that sentence. That's enough. If you wrote 2 pages and just weren't even, there, then, how do you weigh that against the one sentence that you fully were attentive to and pouring yourself into? So that's one way to think about it. There is no point in feeling despondent about our writing or getting self-critical about what we've just written. Sure, when we've written, say, today compared to yesterday, it wasn't as good, we might think, or we wanted it to be more today or a little bit better. We had a great idea, but we just didn't seem to be able to execute it. But I want you to consider a few things that I think are true every time we write, to keep these in mind. One, when you first write something, you are just too close to it to fully appreciate or understand what it is, let alone judge its quality or its value. Just too close to it. We have no idea what it is yet. We can't see the totality of it. It's right in our face. 2, what you just wrote may be the beginning of a discovery, of a new avenue. It may be just the teasing of an idea or a story or a character or an image that is going to transport you, that is going to open up a vast world, that is going to change you. It is something, it is always something that you can enlarge. Whatever it is you've put on the page, you can enlarge, and it may enlarge you. 3, this may just be what you've written, a small coin in an enormous treasure. So give thanks. Be thankful. And this is the other thing about thinking about writing as offering is thanksgiving. And it's an act of gratitude when we offer something. This is what I could make here. And gratitude is a powerful practice wherever we use it in our lives. It takes what we feel may be insufficient or scarce or lacking, and it overflows us with a sense of sufficiency, of abundance. It's just a wonderful practice. So you showed up today, you wrote. Be glad for what you wrote. Offer it. Give thanks. However little or bad or pathetic you feel it is, you can give it graciously and say, this is what I was able to do today. And that's it. It is what it is. It's great. It's there. It could be more. It could be the beginning of something. And this brings me to my last point about our habit of thought. And I want you to think about, what habits of thought do you have about writing? And I mean, is it a habit of yours to think after you've written something, this is terrible, this could have been better, I'm not a writer? I mean, many of us have these persistent negative thoughts and this self-talk. It just starts as soon as we're done. It's negative about our writing. It may be negative about ourselves as creators. You might not even be aware of it. I know that for a long time I wasn't aware of my own negative self-talk. And that is until somebody pointed it out to me, and then I was. And what I heard each time I read something that I'd recently written, I'd say the same thing. Who's going to read this? I'm not a good writer. That is a bad habit. It was just a habit, because whose opinion was that anyway? And what was that opinion based on? I'd say absolutely nothing. It was just merely a habit I'd developed, perhaps inherited from a peer or a parent or a teacher that gave me, some critical feedback at one point. And I took it to heart. And so this became the habit of, I'd write something and feel terrible about it. What kind of a habit is that? Certainly wasn't a good habit, and it wasn't a habit that was sustaining me as a writer. I had to break it. So if that's a habit you have, recognize it. And when you recognize it, you can begin to break it, because realizing it is really the first step. Viewing our daily writing as a daily offering can also help. Like that criticalness. Hey, I'm not here to have written a masterpiece. I'm here to have showed up and to give this piece to, you can give it to the muse, give it to creative energy, offer it to life, offer it to God, to spirit, to the universe. It doesn't matter. Just this idea that we can offer our writing, that we have shown up and we did the best we could. We wrote what we could with the time that we had, with the energy we had, feeling as we did. We offered that, and we give it and be thankful. That's the practice of offering. And I think that's just one way that viewing our writing as an offering can help us. So with that in mind, I'd like to offer you a writing prompt today, get you to the page. And that prompt is, to what have you given your heart? To what have you given your heart? See what you can offer to that prompt today. Thank you very much for watching. I so appreciate your audience. I'm very grateful for your audience. These videos are my way of offering something back, offering some creativity, some tips on writing that have helped me sustain a writing life. So I hope you write beautifully today. I know that if you do write, it will be beautiful, because beautiful is what you are. And I also wanted to mention a couple of things that are upcoming for me. And I know you watch these videos and you may be writing along with them, and I hope that you are. But I also wanted to mention that I offer online devotion to writing workshops. They run about 5 weeks, and they are on Tuesday evenings, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm outside of Boston, so that's my time zone. But I offer, the next one is starting on May the 13th and running through June the 11th. Tuesday evenings, as I mentioned, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I won't have another one until September, but I will be offering more in the fall. And also, I am offering in-person workshops on Martha's Vineyard, if that's something that you can get to in July and in September. Of course, all of this is at devotiontowriting.com. You can visit the website. It lists the online workshops, my in-person workshops, and also my upcoming retreats. And the next one of those is going to be in Portugal in October, the last week of October. If that's something you've always wanted to do, is go on a writing retreat and be around in a community of writers and eat great food and be in a beautiful country, then you might want to check that out, the Portugal retreat in October. So thank you very much for watching. Blessings.